This is question number 1 from GS paper 2 of the mains 2021 examination. Question is, constitutional morality is rooted in constitution itself and is founded on its essential facets. It means constitutional morality, that is संवैधानिक नैतिकता, has its roots in constitution itself, and constitutional morality is founded on, based on essential facets or features of constitution. We have to explain the doctrine of constitutional morality with the help of some relevant judicial decisions. That means we have to briefly write about some judicial decisions where judiciary was guided by doctrine of constitutional morality. In the answer, I first make clear that what is meant by term constitutional morality. Then I have given some essential facets or essential features of the constitution where we can trace the roots of constitutional morality. After that, I have given some judicial decisions influenced by the doctrine of constitutional morality. Now let's read the answer. The term constitutional morality refers to the core spirit or core principles and values of the Constitution. These core principles and values not only guided the makers of Constitution but also reflect their intention and vision. The core principles and values of our Constitution are democracy, equality, social justice, liberty, and rule of law. The term constitutional morality has not been defined anywhere in the Constitution. So this is interesting thing that the term constitutional morality has not been defined anywhere. But the makers of our Constitution has deeply rooted it in essential facets, mean essential features of the Constitution like Preamble, fundamental rights, directive principles of state policy, fundamental duties, and various provisions of checks and balances. Preamble mentions basic philosophy and objectives of Constitution like justice, equality, and liberty. Directive principles of state policy contain some guidelines that states should follow while making policy and enacting laws. Fundamental rights guarantee basic human rights. Fundamental rights ensure equality before law, freedom of expression, freedom to follow any religion, etc. Next is fundamental duties. Rights and responsibilities go hand in hand. Our Constitution not only gives fundamental rights to the citizens but also mentions fundamental duties of the citizens toward nation. Next is checks and balances. Constitution has various types of checks and balances so that no organ of the government has unlimited powers and that no organ of government can misuse its powers. For example, there is provision of judicial review of legislative and executive actions. The doctrine of constitutional morality has guided judiciary to decide several complicated and sensitive cases. Judiciary always preferred constitutional morality over social morality, that is, judiciary ignored what society considers moral or immoral. In Keswananda Bharati versus State of Kerala case, Supreme Court held that though Parliament has power to amend Constitution under Article 368, but this power is not absolute. A constitutional amendment or law made by Parliament can be struck down by Supreme Court if it violates the basic structure of the Constitution. The basic structure refers to the essential features including core principles and values of the Constitution of India. In Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India case, Supreme Court decriminalized homosexuality on grounds that treating homosexuality as crime is violation of fundamental rights. In this case, Supreme Court preferred constitutional morality over social morality. In Constitution, there is no provision to protect privacy of citizens. But in Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India case, Supreme Court held that right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 of Fundamental Rights. In this case, instead of word by word interpretation, Supreme Court relied on spirit of Article 21. In Sabrimala case, Supreme Court allowed the entry of women of any age in temple as their ban in temple violated their right under Article 14, that is right to equality, which is a core principle of Constitution. And it was also violating the Article 28, that is right to profess any religion. In several cases, Supreme Court, instead of literal interpretation of the constitutional provisions, has relied on core principles and values of Constitution and spirit behind the constitutional provisions. The doctrine of constitutional morality has helped the judiciary to protect the Constitution and democracy. Thank you.